facing off with David Taylor with a 37-0 record this year. Bubba Jenkins on the left side of your screen from Arizona State, and Jason Welch representing Northwestern on the right side. This is for the chance to go to tomorrow night's championship match.
Underway at 157 in your semifinals.
Well, Fittery is the match everyone said Taylor hasn't had this year yet. The challenge, the opponent that everybody's been waiting to see. And they meet in the semifinals. Both undefeated. Taylor's the phenom freshman.
Right away, Taylor able to get results from the collar tie, yanking Fittery around and unbalancing him and nearly seizing an ankle.
David Taylor, part of that machine of Cael Sanderson's program at Penn State. A lot of young talent in there. Frank Molinaro already into the final. Coach Sanderson would love to see David Taylor get there as well.
The matchup between Taylor and Fittery is two scramblers against each other. Jenkins and Welch, a matchup of opposite styles, with Welch so long and so good on top, and Jenkins able to throw you from anywhere.
How often do you get to this point in the season and you get two men who are undefeated looking to go into the championship with Taylor and Fittery, and Taylor being just a freshman?
Earlier we saw Andrew Long in the Penn State uniform, and he was an Iowa State runner-up last year, and he joined Cael Sanderson. Well, Bubba Jenkins exited the Penn State program. He's been a runner-up before in the Penn State uniform, and now he's at Arizona State. So I don't think Penn State's missing him with Taylor in the Penn State uniform.
No score on either mat here in the 157-pound semifinals from Philadelphia. The winner of each match goes on to tomorrow night's show on ESPN. It'll be for a national championship. Let's check in with Quentin Jordan.
Taylor and Fittery, both scramblers, two different body types and two different styles of scrambling, correct, Jordan?
Absolutely. I would say that Taylor's one of the most brilliant technicians we've seen since his coach Sanderson was on the mat. Fittery is unbelievably unpredictable. He's just so dangerous. They both scramble. Taylor scrambles in a little bit more of a measured, calculated way, where Fittery just kind of goes berserk.
Taylor very poised, doesn't seem to tire. You see the constant motion from Fittery.
Yeah, absolutely. These two should mix it up, and I know that a lot of fans here were kind of wanting to see them in the finals, but they're not complaining right now when they're getting to see the show.
Todd?
All right, thank you very much, guys. The #1 seed, Adam Hall, he was knocked out by Welch in the quarterfinals, so it becomes a 2-3 matchup with Fittery and Taylor, a 4-8 matchup. Bubba Jenkins and Jason Welch having a great run here. We've got injury time now as Bubba Jenkins is down on the mat.
And as we look at Fittery and Taylor, we have fun talking about this team race. Right now, Cornell up by 4 points over Penn State, but a win here in this round gives you 7 points for the team. So if Taylor wins, it puts Penn State back in first place.
Take a look at the injury and see if we can find out exactly what happened. Jason Welch on top.
Yeah, Welch was able to grab the ankle and actually get a Turk right in there. You see his left leg hooked under Jenkins' leg, and that's tremendous pressure. And the ref awards the points right there. And as they went out of bounds, Jenkins had a problem getting up.
And a good reason why, as you looked at that left ankle being torqued on. So Bubba Jenkins back up and walking. Meanwhile, still no score. Top left of your screen, a 2 and 3 seed, Steve Fittery of American and David Taylor of Penn State. As we get set for the second period to begin. Nice escape coming from Bubba Jenkins.
He flung Welch off his back. Tremendous power of Jenkins.
Taylor, a nice job with Fittery trying to put the legs in, defensing the legs and not allowing Fittery to break him down to his hips. But Fittery hanging in there and coming back on top.
Fittery likes that pullback offense when he's in the advantage position. Trying to roll over his own back to put his opponent on his back.
As long as you can stay behind the arms like he's been able to do and cover the hips, he's in good shape, doing a nice job against Taylor.
Still no score. Top left, Steve Fittery of American, David Taylor of Penn State. Bottom right, it's 2-1 Jason Welch on Bubba Jenkins. And 1 point picking up there to draw even at 2.
Something that has not happened very often, if at all, in Taylor's year so far is being ridden, having riding time against him. And right now, Fittery has just accomplished riding time here in the second period.
Well, that Legan has been giving Taylor problems. With
hip separation there by Taylor. Right, he got the hip separated. He comes up with the reversal.
Points on the board with the Taylor reversal.
He's going for
back
more
points.
David Taylor getting the back points.
And look how he's doing it. He's taking the hips and then the shoulders follow.
He's got Fittery's knee crossed. You know, he's got his own leg in, but he's got Fittery's knee crossed underneath him.
Those are big points by Taylor in this match, but they might be even bigger points for Penn State in the team race.
Final 10 seconds in period number 2. Top left of your screen. Final 53 seconds. Bottom right of your screen. All even at 2 between Jenkins and Welch. But David Taylor, what a sensational talent he is for Cael Sanderson and Penn State.
Jenkins and Welch.
And the period comes to an end, so they go to the third and final period. David Taylor leading 4-0 over Steve Fittery.
The riding time advantage that Fittery had has been erased.
David Taylor, guys, he just looks to be getting stronger and stronger as the match goes on.
The body language of Steve Fittery is saying, how did I get here? I had it going, but right now his body language coming back to the center says, I don't know whether I can do this. And Taylor's just gaining momentum. And if he wins, Penn State goes out in front of Cornell in the team race.
All even at 2, bottom right of your screen, Bubba Jenkins entering the third and final period. And a caution coming there on the restart. Meanwhile, David Taylor in firm control of Steve Fittery, his opponent, up 4-0 here in the third period. Less than 90 seconds to go.
Tiebreakers now at 5.
Taylor's got the inside wrist, spiral ride. Nice escape. Good hip rise, but they gave the escape.
But how quickly did Taylor jump back in on that single and go for the leg?
Well, he looks just like Cael Sanderson, his coach, from the standpoint of the escape came, and then he was right back in on the takedown. The low attack, hitting below the knees. Great execution.
How demoralizing is that, Jeff, when you get the 1 point escape thing and I can turn this thing around and immediately the freshman shoots on you and gets a takedown?
It is demoralizing. You thought you were going to get away, maybe even Fittery relaxed a little bit because he thought he had the escape, but that's what great wrestlers do. They never stop attacking.
I mean, all of a sudden, David Taylor, he's had, out of about 37, 38 wins, he's had mostly major decisions or more, and he's got a 6-point lead, and one more turn, he'd have a major decision, and that's an extra point for Penn State if he is able to do that.
And David Taylor now picking up the riding time as he has erased Fittery's riding time, and now he's in the plus side. So in effect, it is a 7-1 score for David Taylor.
He's getting that smile on his face.
And that is it. David Taylor with a tremendous performance for Cael Sanderson at Penn State. He is moving on to the final.
David Taylor.